Greetings to you all! We're sat here in the pouring rain of the UK, excited, anticipating what lies in my manifold, my entire tome of stories presented right in front of me for you to be regaled with once more on this fine Friday afternoon as your week comes to an end and the joys and horrors of the Burning Crusade descend upon us. That pre-patch enticing so many players. Come see what awaits you in the Burning Crusade. I hope your leveling is going well. Those of you are swapping over to your Blood Elves and your Draenei, and for the rest of you, playing around with your brand new toys that Blizzard has given you a couple of weeks to mess with. Not without its own drama, of course, delayed until it came out, but that's okay. That's okay. And as many people ask, I am not delving into the Burning Crusade. I am not. My memories are golden and precious to me. I am going to leave them exactly where they are, and I'm happy to have that happen. I wish you all the best. I hope you enjoy the Burning Crusade as much as I did. It's going to be different, unquestionably. It's going to be different, but I am very happy to leave my Burning Crusade memories where they are. Am I going to play Wrath of the Lich King Classic? No. No, I won't. And unless something changes, never say never, but TBC, Wrath of the Lich King, I played them 10, 12 hours a day for their entire existence. Everything I'd ever want to get out of those expansions, I already have. I have done it, and there's just not anything for me to find there, I don't think, other than try and relive some golden memories, but it's not going to be the same. So I won't be delving into that. I will, of course, be delving deep into 9.1. This is a City of Secrets, which we've been doing on the stream this week. Delving and finding all these weird and wonderful things that Blizzard has put into us for 9.1. Looking much, much better, which is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And tonight, we have a Friday feature, as we do on Fridays. We have a Friday feature on the main YouTube channel, which is going to be a little bit of an interesting one. It is going back, as many of you were asking, about the Berserkers. Some of you I've no doubt seen Storytime 1, where I talked about the fact that, yes, I was poisoned in that guild, and I killed that guild. Not maliciously, but that is the way it went. And we do have a member of our team who works with us here, Mr. Nups, who was also a member of the Berserkers. And so many of you struggle to find guilds, and Drama Time, exactly why we're here right now, is a good reason to look back as to what we were looking for in a first guild, the problems, the issues, the mistakes, the good things that we did in finding a first guild. So we have kind of a storytime campfire Friday feature for you this evening, which I hope you enjoy as much as we enjoyed making it and going back in time. And if you like it, we have many more to go along with it. Well, that's not why you're here today, is it? You're here today to give a round of applause to Methuselah, who has taken our highlights channel. I've noticed many thousands of you have now started checking these little clips that Methuselah has been making over the last few weeks and has smashed that channel from barely ever existing to over 100,000 views a month. She did that today. Congratulations to Methuselah, who has rocketed that channel and learnt so much and modified it and did all those kinds of cool things. Absolutely just over the moon with that. So enjoy. Although most of them appear to be mocking me. You know, there's good stuff. There's good stuff in there as well. There is good stuff in there as well. But nope, the ones you like are the ones where I fall down. That's where you like. When Preach fall down. That's what we enjoy, is it? When Preach fall down. Not when Preach do good, when Preach fall down. When Preach fall down, that's what we like. It's good stuff. I'll take it. I'm fine with it. If you guys are having a good time, there is. It just doesn't seem to be clip-worthy. I may have disengaged off a cliff, but I also nailed the disengage. So that's the way it goes around it. Let's jump into some drama. Let's have some fun. Let's see this week out with a bang. And for those of you listening who aren't aware, yeah, PG Stream Highlights. It has all these lovely, like, 1-minute clips of all these little moments that you may find interesting. All right, let's start with a story I think you can all relate to. The demon hunter that needed boobs. Don't we all? I can relate. I can relate to this. I absolutely can relate. I've put that in names because I'm bad. I'm just bad. I'm just bad. Don't do that. You've been doing this show for years and you still screw it up, Mike. You still screw it up. There we go. All right. Oh, we need several names for this. Okay. We need the Doomslayer. Okay. We need Surf. All right. Goodrich. I hope that's not Rich Campbell. That would make sense in this context. And Ireland. Never heard of it. And Ireland. Show Bobs. Show the Bobs. Show the Bobs. Those are being our stars for today. For the Demon Hunter that needed the Bobs. Needed the Bobs. Some tags that Bex has put with this is it feels good, then it feels bad. It feels good, then it feels bad. Okay, let's jump into it. Let's have some fun. And thank you, everybody, for all the subs and things like that. Always appreciate you. Don't like to interrupt the show with it. That's why you just know that I thank you very much. Let's go. Hello, Preacher, and your wonderful chat. This is something my guild has talked about turning into a Preach story for months now. So I thought there's been enough talk. I need to finally do it. I knew I had to be the one to write it, if only to justify my creative writing degree. Okay, so I can judge your grammar. Excellent. It started back in the old world of 8.3. My raiding guild was falling apart because our raid leader was too busy working on getting sponsors for his stream that averaged 3 viewers. Oh. Raid Shadow Legends. On its way. His stream that averaged 3 viewers than working out raid plans. Our group fell apart after hive mind progression, but that is a different story. A mage, who was a good friend of mine at the time, had joined a new raiding guild and they were recruiting. They were currently 9 out of 12 mythic and that was farther than I had ever gotten. My raid experience before consisted only of clearing normal Siege of Orgrimmar. My friend really wanted me to trial though because we're good friends and we enjoyed playing together. And more importantly, they needed a warlock. Oh yes. I finally agreed to trial then, sure. And I remember how nervous I was. I had even talked to their raid leader Surf beforehand, explaining that I was legally blind and that sometimes it made fights harder. Is this Glyn? Oh no. What? Oh no. Okay. And if he ever had to sit me, that was perfectly fine. I told him how after the bad experience I had with my last group, I wasn't looking for other groups to raid with, and if this failed, I would probably go and do something else. Okay. I said if they didn't need me for raid, I would be just as fine sitting outside, ready to give them lock rocks. I asked Surf if he had any videos of their kills for stuff like hive mind, because I wanted to make sure I knew the strats they were using beforehand. I said I liked to be as prepared as possible. He told me they logged and to watch the replay. And I pretended I knew what that was. Oh. Does everybody watching this right now know what replay is? Is there anybody who doesn't? Let me be teacher for a second. It's okay. I'm just wondering how many people do not know what replay is. No idea. Okay, so like half and half. Yeah, it's on Warcraft logs. You don't. Okay. It is useful, especially for finding out who was not stood in the group. Always handy to do that. But for a quick check, I might do a video on it in basics or something like that for our basic series. But if you go to Warcraft logs and you see your logs, on the top right, you'll see a button that's called replay. It's very useful. It's a very good function. It literally replays the fight exactly where people were stood and so on and so forth. It's very, very good. I then asked what fights I should prepare for, and they told me they would re-kill Drestagath. Oh, Jesus Christ. Do you remember Drestagath? Fuck me. Damn. Oh, God, a cold shiver just went down my spine. I spent the next night learning everything about that fight and made sure... What is there to learn about Drestagath? Just kill the orange one, right? Shoot the orange one. If it's orange, shoot it. Don't stand near the one that goes boom. Shoot the orange one. Easy. There you go. That's Mythic Drestagath in a nutshell. Shoot the orange one. The day of my trial, I remember Surf saying there were too many people and asked who doesn't need any loot. Nervous as I was, I whispered him saying, I know it's my trial, but I'm not part of the guild. If I can sit if there's somebody who needs loot, I'll sit out. He told me, no, it's fine. But I guess commented later that night after I left that he liked that attitude of willing to not participate in the raid. Good attitude. So there I was, doing a bit more damage than the tanks and trying my hardest not to die to mechanics. We killed the first 3, then moved on to Hivemind. I remember how my heart sank when I heard Surf say, alright guys, let's go to Ra-Den. Is this on Mythic? It is, right? Okay, they're going to Ra-Den. I immediately panicked. I hadn't prepared for Ra-Den. I didn't even know what was different on Mythic. Oh no. Oh no. And you're melee as well, right? Ouch. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Please be sat. Please be sat. For this, I'm not being mean, but for the sake of the other raiders, please be benched. Please be benched. I apologized to Discord and said I must have misunderstood and was not prepared for Ra-Den. Good on you for keying up. And once again, if you want me to sit, I can. Toski spoke up, a woman who would later turn out to be like a second mother to me. She explained the Mythic mechanics to me. She said, on Mythic, there are 3 orbs, and that when I got targeted with Nightmare, go and stand at a certain marker. And that's it. You fucking liar, Toski. You fucking liar. You lied to that boy. You lie. You lie. You are lying. I felt like I had a good understanding of what I needed to do then. Oh, no. And that's it. That's all melee have to do at Mythic Ra-Den. Super easy, actually. Okay. After that, I felt like I had a good understanding of what to do when it came time to pull. I'm so afraid for you right now. I didn't know what the Nightmare mechanic looked like, but I was sure I'd know it when I see it. A few seconds into the pull, a giant fire tornado spawned on me, and I thought this was Nightmare, so I dragged it through the whole raid, killing everybody. That was it, I thought. I fucked up my trial. They're going to fail me right here. No, that's not your fault. I immediately apologized. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I asked them, what did I do wrong? Did I not need to take it there? Mother Toski spoke up again saying, yeah, there's also a fire tornado. You need to move that away from people. Okay. Even though we did kill it, they did kill it. They didn't have him do any of the bouncing balls. Cool. Even though we got the kill, I felt horrible. Nobody said anything to me at the end of the raid, and most of them just logged off Discord. That's fine. That's just raiders. They're all off to play fucking Fortnite or something. Or Rust. I felt I fucked up my trial. I felt I was over. In fact, I was convinced of it. I knew I was screwed. I asked Surf if I should come back tomorrow, and his response was, yeah, of course. And I was utterly shocked. Oh, this poor guy's so nervous. Why did no one speak to him after his raid? You bastards. This is the problem, right? In Bald, Fat and Ugly, you would have been harassed. In a friendly-ish way, but you would have been harassed consistently throughout the raid. There would have been none of this confusion as to how you did. We would have tenderly harassed you. All night long. As my trial went on for the next 2 days, I kept getting whispers from people and screenshots from my friends of people whispering her, asking if I would join the guild. Despite wiping the raid and being at the bottom of the DPS meters, they wanted me. Ireland, the second tank, had asked Surf what it would take for them to get cutting edge, and Surf said they needed a warlock for Carapace. I may not have been the best warlock, but I thought you were a demon hunter. Oh, my mistake. Okay, he was a warlock. My mistake. So he didn't have to do bouncy balls. But I had a good attitude and would stick around. That's all they needed in a good player. So Ireland was determined to recruit me. Okay, I get it. Okay. So they really do want Gateway at Carapace, though. They really want Gateway. When I say this man made it his personal mission to get me to serve a transfer to join their guild, I'm not joking. I told him that I wasn't sure because I didn't want to join a guild unless my boyfriend Goodrich was welcome there, and he was new to the game. I explained that I promised Goodrich we would raid together come Shadowlands. Ooh, messy. Ireland assured me there would be room for Goodrich, and that I would even teach him how to tank. Still unsure, I told them I had a lot to think about. This is a big decision. But Ireland wanted cutting edge, and he was willing to bribe me with anything. I decided I wanted to join anyway, but settled for the bribe and payment I received for server transferring. My deal to server transfer to this guild was 1,000 baked potatoes. Is that the haste food? A guaranteed 18 key every week to get the Titan residue I needed. Good deal. Toski even threw in a few extra potatoes to go along with it. Oh, she sent us a picture of all the shit. What? Imagine paying people. Look at this. Look at this. Imagine this. What the hell? Look at all this stuff. I mean, okay. I've never heard of doing this to get a player to transfer, especially somebody inexperienced. But sure, why not? I was astonished. The day I transferred, I was given all the haste food as promised, and then some more. And I was told I was their warlock now. They must have... This is like a Goku fan situation, isn't it? They've been through like 50 warlocks, and it's just been a disaster. It's been a fucking disaster. They've been Goku fanned. This is a guild that's been hardcore Goku fanned. Island kept his other promises too, helping me grind out keys for the helm I needed and teaching Goodrich how to tank. He was always patient and encouraging with Goodrich, reminding him of things like, don't turn your back to the enemies. That's a good tip for any tank. Yeah, don't turn around. Don't do that. As he'd watch Goodrich get yeeted off the bridge on King's Rest for the 7th time. Why was he just spinning on the spot? What the fuck? Even when we spent 3 hours wiping on the council boss on Fortified Week. He kept up a positive attitude. I mean, I'm just glad I wasn't there, for being honest. All the while, I could hear Goodrich slamming his hand against his desk from the other room. That was it for Goodrich, though. He was done tanking. It was too hard. Aww! He would go on to switch to a fire mage. Yes! Praise be! Praise be! Oh, that's awesome. That is the perfect choice. I love that. Yeah. You know what? I'm moving over to fire mage. I'm just going to do my Kaboost, and I'm good. Kaboost, and I'm golden. And the guild would teach him about kabusting and carry him through 15 keys. He wasn't just my boyfriend anymore. No, he had become the guild's boyfriend. I think you think that reads as like a cute line, but that makes him sound like a prison bitch. I think you thought that was like a cutie thing, but it's not. Like, I think that it sounds like they were throwing soap all over the floor. That's what that sounds like to me. When you say the guild's boyfriend, that's prison bitch, right? That just feels like that boy's arsehole was a slip and slide and they were just having the best time. That's what that sounds like. We would run heroics, saying people could bring alts as long as they weren't hard carries, except for the guild boyfriend, of course. Oh my god. Alright. I can't keep calling him the guild boyfriend. That's terrible. He would come in. Oh god. What was the average DPS at 8.3? I can't remember. I don't know if this is good or bad. He would come in doing his 10k DPS as a fire mage, and it was all fine. Oh, like 60k? More than 4. Yeah, I can't remember. The DPS numbers have changed so much over the history of this game. That's atrocious. Alright, that's fair then. That's fair. But he got bored of being carried through heroic, and when the guild wouldn't let him mythic raid, he wants to mythic raid. Of course he does. Of course he wants the mythic raid. He decided he was done until the Shadowlands. That big mean guild. Goodrich didn't log in or even stop in to say hi in Discord. They put hours into that dude as well. Every time I went into Discord, it was the same thing. Where's our boyfriend? Oh my god. Until one day, Island made it official. He said, Goodrich doesn't love us anymore. We're breaking up with him. And so, my boyfriend became the outcast as the guild's neglectful ex-boyfriend that we might still hit up if we got really lonely. Oh my, this is mean. Is he listening right now? I'm sorry. This is really mean. You're not allowed to mythic raid though, right? I'm with the guild on that one, okay? You're not allowed. Gotta pump those numbers up, kid. Yeah? Gotta pump those numbers up. It's a fire mage. It's not that complicated. It's not. As I kept raiding with these people, I got to know them more. One person who stood out was the demon hunter named the Doomslayer. When I say this guy sucked at World of Warcraft, I mean it. When Surf assigned him to stand in a shard of Rathian, he didn't pick it up, and then after wiping us twice, asked, "What are the shards of Rathian?" Genius. Dude, what are you even talking about? What are shards of Rathian? During an Il'gynoth pug, He got sacked because he refused to run under 40 corruption because it would hurt his DPS. Motherfucker. Fucking kill me. Oh my god. If I can wear 29 corruption and stare at a fucking wall for 20 minutes, you can do it too. Alright? You can do it too. Anytime he made a mistake, there was an excuse, of course. He prioritized doing damage over mechanics and would try to justify his deaths because of it. He once asked in a key if he was doing too much damage and should he slow down. I hate that. I hate when people are doing too much damage. Really annoying. Surf kept giving him chance after chance, though. He put him in for carapace progression. But he kept dying, so eventually he was sat. Well, Doomslayer wasn't too happy about this. It wasn't just that he got sat that bothered him. He was upset he got sat while there were still women on the raid team. Oh, yes. Round of applause. Yes. This is where you need to go with this, Doomslayer. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it. This is the place we need to be. I wish I was joking with you, but I am not. He told an officer he was being treated like a second-class citizen. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, we have the Discord logs. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. All right, who's who here? Okay, blue is Doomslayer. Yeah, only the newer raiders sat out. The old raiders and friends and oh my god. Girls, I'm so fucking sorry. I am so sorry. I hate this word so much. The old raiders and friends and females didn't. I know you guys are tight and have a past, and that has weight. I assume this is an officer or somebody else. Actually, there were a couple of women who sat as well. It was mostly because... Why are you addressing this as if he didn't just say females and not just going, bruh, what? Actually, there was a couple of women who sat as well. It was mostly because we have too many melee in the group and we needed certain cooldowns. The previous day I was third on damage, doing nearly 24 million damage on N'Zoth, when the other DH was still at 20%-ish. At last night, you had many people on the kill with under 20 million damage on N'Zoth. I could have done 29 million, maybe more. Plus I have high mobility, and I nearly always die last. The same happened on Il'gynoth. I was sat on the kill day, after doing all the progress. Anyways, good luck today. And by the way, I'm gonna vomit. I have been raiding since vanilla, always endgame raiding guilds. So I've been around the block or two for 16 years. I understand all that, but there are more factors than that going into who gets to sit on which boss. But it's not like you were decided to set on the kill or anything. We had no way to know when we would kill the boss. Plus, you will get the kill in a few weeks anyway. Besides, the alternative is that we don't have enough people to raid like we did in EP, and we don't progress very far at all with not enough players. Yeah, I was telling my girlfriend just that you need more people to feed a 20-man raid in Mythic. But I believe my damage is strong at the moment, only rivaled by one of the Demon Hunters. Sometimes. Just imagine what my 30 million damage to the boss could have done. Maybe cut 2 hours off N'Zoth yesterday. Alright, I'll let you go talk strategies about Mythic N'Zoth. Have fun. Smiley face. But honestly, we even had a long-standing member sit out on the boss too. It's just the nature of Mythic raiding. Not everyone is going to be on the first kill of every boss. It might have been you this time, but it might be me on N'Zoth. Who knows? Damage isn't the main thing we think about. We need certain classes for their raid cooldowns, and we have 5 Demon Hunters on the roster. You have 5 Demon Hunters in your Mythic raid team? Lol. Bummer. Just understand that it will happen again to everyone. The only people who won't sit are the tanks. But that isn't personal. Oh, and by the way, back in vanilla, we had Molten Core on farm. We had a class officer for every class. Wow. I was the druid class officer, and I had to manage 24 druid raiders alone. My guild had 960 members, 580 single active accounts. Sounds like a really good guild. Sounds awesome. I'm a bit jealous of your history. Only the really good vanilla guilds have 24 druid raiders in it. Sorry. Right. Oh, okay, we have a correction. Sorry, right. This is the internet. This is the author speaking. This is the internet. We aren't women, we're females, apparently. As soon as word got around about his sexist comments, he became the biggest joke of the guild. We became the ultra-feminist clique just to piss him off. Big dick damage got replaced with big clit damage. Round of applause, girls. Every time someone beat him on damage, we would get girl power shouts, you go girls, and stop playing like a man when he died. We formed the official Big Titty Committee, and he was benched from that too. That guy was a complete fucking arse. Yes. He was sacked from the Zoth Progress too, and not for being new or a guy. He was sacked because every time he got paranoia, he'd leap away from his partner, killing them. Ironically enough, though, and in all our smiles, his replacement was yet another girl. Though he was sacked for progress, we did get him his cutting edge, the second kill, out of some sense of pity. Everything calmed down during pre-patch, except for a few instances of Doomslayer posting uncomfortable stuff in the NSFW section of Discord. For Thanksgiving... Let me read this. Oh, no. Oh. For Thanksgiving, he thought it would be the best meme to post a picture of a woman in underwear from behind, bending over to grab a turkey from the oven, with the comment that this was his idea of a good Thanksgiving. Nobody liked him. That's just the final line there. Nobody liked him. Oh no. It's just so slimy, man. I feel like I need a bath after reading this. Everything started to heat up, though, once the Shadowlands hit. We were a guild of 40 plus people who all wanted to raid. Weird flex, but sure. And almost everyone knew they had to take trials seriously. Nobody was guaranteed a spot. When Castle Nathria hit, we all went in on normal and cleared as many bosses as we could. A week later, after the officers had time to deliberate, the raid roster was posted. Our friend the Doomslayer is not on that list. And oh boy, did he not take it well. Okay, I have another screenshot. Of course. There's only one possible reason, of course, he has not made the team. And you can probably guess, based on his little history here in this tale, exactly what that reason is. But allow me to reiterate it in case you're not on board with the plan. I guess it's hard to make the main roster, not being part of the insider group of officer friends. And of course, not having boobs big enough to join the roster. Smiley face. Unfortunately, Doomslayer, Demon Hunter is just bad currently. And we only have room for one on the roster. The other guy is best of all the Demon Hunters. Well, he had better haste verse gear than me, so he managed to get over me a few times, but not all the time. I think I'm still better. It's safe to say the guildmaster, who happened to also be a woman, was not happy about this. And Surf promptly kicked him from the guild and Discord. That guy, if you're watching this, if this seems familiar to you, Doomslayer, I almost guarantee, 100%, still to this day, you think you were, like, kicked for not being a woman. And that makes me really fucking sad. It does. Because I imagine that's what you took away from this experience, is not that you are the slimiest creep in the world. It's just because you're not a woman. And that's it. And that's gross. As for Goodrich, he came back to the game during Shadowlands, fully expected to raid with the guild. He asked Surf what they needed for the roster, since he still couldn't decide on a main. Surf told him an enhancement shaman. Sure. So Goodrich showed up to the trials, passing a 7 on normal Shriekwing. Oh, good. Is Goodrich the guild boyfriend? That's so mean. An enhancement shaman. Let's put that sentence in context. Mythic raid team searches for enhancement shaman. He was unprepared, asking me for food, but not even knowing what kind of food his character needed. Needing flasks from someone else. I was embarrassed. I was stressed enough as it was about being a destruction warlock and not being able to roll affliction because it was too much on my eyes. And now I had to worry about Goodrich being an idiot in the raid. Goodrich and I had been having relationship issues for a while, and him being enhancement didn't help. Oh, someone sent that to Word Up. Oh my god, please clip that and send it to Word Up. He would get upset when I'd raid because he wanted me to come to bed with him. He didn't like that people would invite me to keys and not him. But the truth was, he was well shit. He hated that that this was the one game I was better than him at. Even going as far as saying he could be better than me without putting much effort in. But he didn't have the time. He would make comments like, they killed Carapace. They don't need your Warlock anymore. I thought those fights were left behind in 8.3, but I was wrong. It erupted into an argument one night, resulting in me not sleeping and having to call out of work the next day. The line that sticks in my head is, all I want from World of Warcraft is to be the token enhancement shaman, like you were their token warlock in Ny'alotha. Oh, did you pick the wrong path? That's not gonna work. He didn't seem to think he did that bad during trials and even told me to stop commenting on his gameplay. I promised him, though, that we would raid together during the Shadowlands, and if one of us didn't get a spot, we would both find another guild. That meant if he didn't make the roster, I couldn't raid with my friends anymore. I mean... I was devastated and begged an Ellie shaman to teach him how to play his class. The next night, different people were brought in for trials and some were asked to sit. Goodrich was forced to sit most of the night and spent that time sending me angry whispers about it. I knew he wasn't going to make the roster and he didn't understand. And I knew he wasn't going to make the roster and he just couldn't understand why. Does he not have a damage meter installed? He said they're not giving him a fair chance. It's their fault. Yeah. They're not giving him a fair chance. I was losing it during this point, practically crying during the raid. Aw, I didn't want to lose my friends, but I had made a promise to my boyfriend. After raid that night, I was so upset that I had to tell someone. I felt like I had to tell an officer that I was most likely not going to be raiding if Goodrich couldn't. I sat in Oribos, hands shaking as I whispered Ireland, who had become an officer by this point. I told him how I didn't think I was going to be able to raid. I made it clear I wasn't asking for Goodrich to get a spot, but that I just would have to give up my spot if I got picked and he didn't. I was devastated. I had been working so hard to be competitive as one of the worst specs in the game, and I wasn't going to be able to raid anyway. Oh, you can't... Oh, yeah, you're legally blind, right? You can't play Affliction because it's too much. Oh, what a bummer. Well, Destruction's good. He told me that he didn't know what to say except, sorry, I was in that position. I'll try and help Goodrich as best I can. What a dude. Ireland is a super bro. He's like, I get it. All right, I'm going to try. I will give this guy another try. Goodrich is a player, right? He's putting in the work. I like it. The guild tried again to take him to Mythic Plus keys, but he would just do shit like butt pull mobs, fuck up pridefuls, and fat finger heroism on trash. Oh, your alliance. Oh, that explains so much. That's why you want an enhancement shaman and have 5 demon hunters. I get it now. He butt pulled one pack of mobs so often that Ireland started including it in his route whenever Goodrich was in the key. He just can't stop ninja pulling. He even had it saved separately as in MDT as Halls of Atonement, the Goodrich path. What could he be ninja pulling in Halls? Oh, what can he unavoidably stop ninja pulling in Halls? Damn, I want to see that path. I want to know what pack it is. His damage just wasn't there, and when he was asked to interrupt, it would always be on CD for some reason. One night I got so fed up with him that I yelled his name while getting feared into other mobs. My interrupt was on cooldown, he said. Tremor, idiot, I said. He didn't have Tremor Totem on his bars. That weekend, I was hanging out in Discord when I got up to wake Goodrich from a nap. I sat down to hear Surf talking. I didn't hear a name, but I knew right away that he was talking about Goodrich. How does this guy go from passing a 7 to being one of the top DPS? Does he not even know he needs to keep Windfury up? Why does he have his highest item level weapon in his offhand? Why is he like this? Surf went on to talk about just how confused he was looking at Goodrich's logs from the first night of trials and the second two. It ended up in him asking the real question. Did this guy learn how to play his class overnight? I didn't know what to say. Did you play his account? Did you play his account? I didn't know what to say, so I made Goodrich get in Discord and answer Surf's questions for himself. Goodrich thought it was funny, and I sat there horrified. I knew it then. I wasn't going to get to raid. I think the wordings here are a bit confusing. I'm not sure. We'll see. That Sunday night, Surf posted the raid roster, and as expected, Goodrich's name was nowhere to be seen. He wasn't on the main roster, nor was he added to the flex backup team. Surf assured everyone that if they didn't make the team initially, they could still come to reclear nights, and if they were outperforming others, then they would get promoted to the spot. All Goodrich would have to do is get his shit together, and he'd be allowed to raid. But that wasn't good enough for him. He decided that when he was done trying with World of Warcraft, not that he had ever really tried to begin with, that he would do something else. The issue was that he didn't want me to raid. That was the problem. It became a huge argument. Even after he said I could raid without him, he kept bringing it up. I eventually asked why he couldn't just be happy that I enjoyed my hobby. Because he was already off playing other games with his own friends. It's a good question. As the first few weeks of the tier went on, my physical and mental health kept getting worse and worse. I dreaded going to raid because I knew Goodrich would be sitting in that other room, giving me the stink eye. Fighting started within the guild itself, and the raid had become tense. One night, I couldn't do it anymore. I had a complete panic attack. Jesus, I hope you're okay. I said I was too sick to raid. I laid in bed not knowing what to do. My relationship of over 3 years was falling apart, and I knew that I had to choose Goodrich or my friends in World of Warcraft. Where does the stream sit on this? Decision time. Fuck that guy. Please choose World of... Okay. It's pretty one-sided for our Spotify listeners. It's pretty one-sided towards the World of Warcraft dudes. That Thursday night, I messaged Island on Discord Mobile and told him they needed to find a new Warlock. I wasn't going to be able to raid anymore. Unlucky. I didn't want to tell him the details because pretty much only Sky and one other person knew what I was going through. Then Island apologized to me because he assumed it was because the guild was slowly falling apart. I couldn't have him blaming himself, but I didn't know what else to say. I left it simple, telling him I was stressed out about Goodrich not being able to raid and how I felt responsible that other people who transferred to this guild with me also didn't get to raid. Oh, you brought other people with you and they didn't pass trial, I see. Island promised he would find a way to fix it. Island again, coming in clutch. What a guy. Island again. Because while he could find another Warlock for the guild, they liked me. There are many, many purple-headed people eaters out there. But I like you. And I want you. Once I started talking though, the dam opened and it all poured out. I realized that, in fact, nope, I have to break up with Goodrich. Oh my god, what a flip-flop. My issues weren't World of Warcraft. I was fine in World of Warcraft. I was happy in World of Warcraft. The issues were with my relationship. Yes, he's celebrating. If I quit World of Warcraft and start doing something else, we would have the same argument again, just as we had with other games. I didn't know how to do it, though. That Saturday, Goodrich and I got into an argument that wasn't related to World of Warcraft, and he stormed out of the house. I knew then, when he returned from work, I had to do it. So, I set up a little plan. I sat on the couch with the support of my guild behind me. Did you have a... What do you mean? Did you have a laptop behind you? It was the hardest thing I'd ever done. But Toski, Sky, Island, and a few others all had my back. They stayed up until 6 AM the next morning with me, only going to sleep when I did. The guild had already broken up with him once, and they were going to do it again alongside me. This feels like a fucking ambush. A week later, the guild completely fell apart, and when Island decided to go Horde, he asked a few people to come with him. Island was blamed for the guild collapsing, but we were all pretty much done with the guild's bullshit by that point. There were problems with the guild for a while, but he was fine being blamed. It didn't bother him at all. Almost all my friends went Horde too. They continued to be supportive of me through the tough time after my breakup. Oh, you didn't tell us about the breakup? What happened? Oh, come on. Boo! 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 What happened? God damn it. A few months later, after raid one night, Island and I were the only ones left in Discord. I could practically see the smile on that smug asshole's face when he tried to say in a serious tone, "Hey, Remember when I promised you I'd fix your problems? Well, I helped you break up with Goodrich and destroyed a guild so you can raid now. Well, Island did keep his promises and we both couldn't help but laugh. True. Since then, I've done a lot of talking with Goodrich and he's admitted he was being an asshole. Oh, the return? Redemption arc? He's even okay with me submitting this story, telling me not to leave out any detail, because content, in his words. True. Though we are not getting back together. Ah, no redemption. We are working on learning how to be friends to each other. Oh, good luck. I hope we didn't... Moving on. As for the guild, it sucks how poorly everything ended. A lot of us aren't on speaking terms anymore, or have completely removed ourselves from each other's lives. Though there's a bitter taste in a lot of mouths, I hope we can all look back fondly and agree on at least one thing from my tale. Fuck that guy Doomslayer. Dude, I forgot the Doomslayer even existed at this point. Are you fucking kidding me? But yeah, fuck that guy too. But everyone's guilty. Like, burn it. Burn it all. I totally forgot the Doomslayer. Who's the Doomslayer? When was that? That was like fucking 25 minutes ago. Are you kidding me? We went on a right journey since then. Oh my god. I am just like... And you didn't even include the breakup? Oh. That was an adventure. That was an absolute adventure. Okay. That was an absolute adventure. Right, we have a story here that Bex has recommended that we need to check out and we need to maybe draw our opinion on. So we're going to do that. I will take that recommendation. We need Cooper. We need Fletch. I wonder if that's Big Fletch. You love me, Fletch. And his wife. Although his wife is a big fan of random RBG rainbow colours. To which we say, no. No. Pick a theme and go with it. Alright? You can't just have unicorn vomit. Not allowed. Okay. I can't fit this in, I don't think. It's called, let's see how this thing, the most convoluted true love story. Okay. Oh, it fits. Wonderful. The dream. Okay. Let's have a swiggles before we jump into this. Right, we need 3 guild names from you. One of them needs to be an elitist sounding guild name. So we need a try-hard guild name, and we need 2 others. There can be anything. The floor inspectors, sure. That's not... the AMZ killers. You know what? You know what? You just... Females. Oh, the Absolute. Oh, I like that as the elitist name. The Absolute. I like that. That's good. No Latin names? You guys aren't even trying hard enough. Deus Ex Wanius Gildius. Okay. Here we go. The date before many of you were born. 2005. I was a senior in high school and my boyfriend Cooper said we should play this amazing brand new game, World of Warcraft. Until now, I was relegated to mostly card games with a bit of PS2 action, but I had just received my very first own personal computer. I downloaded the game and was immediately hooked upon creation of a troll hunter. I was dog shit, because you're a troll hunter. I spent way too long in the starting zone killing imps not knowing about the huge gate that led to the actual game. And all of the friends that started playing at the same time as us thought I was being shy and not responding in the pink, when in reality, I had been responding to every whisper I received in /say. Round of applause. Can't even tell there's a different coloured chat. Right? You can't even tell that it's not even the same colour. I mean, GG's. 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 I was a complete scrub nugget. But I learned. I got decent. I got better. Cooper and I eventually joined a raiding guild. The Absolute. It was a husband and wife guild, where she was our main tank and he was our raid leader and GM. Mwah. Magnifique. Oh, it sounds like a dream. Overall, I had a great experience in Vanilla World of Warcraft. I got to raid, my computer crashed with everyone else's during the opening of Anchorage, and by the end of Vanilla, I had downed every world boss and raid boss and had the gear to prove it. I was eliteness. By the time the Burning Crusade was out, Cooper and I were entrenched with the Absolute, which eventually moved to a smaller server so we could be realm first. Dumb. So dumb. So fucking stupid. Like, unbelievably dumb. Oh. God, that's so stupid. That's so dumb. My life was World of Warcraft at this point. I raided nightly, did BGs to get optimal gear, rolled an Alliance rogue to troll my friends, failed out of college. The usual. A story far too often told, actually. Towards the end of the Burning Crusade, I'd also joined an Alliance guild, the AMZ Killers. I didn't really take to this guild seriously and wasn't in it very long. I pissed off one of the officers. Honestly, he was just jealous because this guild wasn't able to get past Karazhan. Fucking scrubs. Wow, you are elitist. Fucking scrubs. Everything was looking good heading into Wrath of the Lich King when the Absolute and my life exploded. Before I had even maxed my character in Wrath of the Lich King, I log on and my bank and gear had been sold and destroyed. All of it. I was devastated thinking that I had been hacked. Then the pink starts rolling in and it turns out that the guild had also been disbanded. I tried to call Cooper multiple times but wasn't able to reach him. 2 days later, the truth came to light. Cooper, my boyfriend, and the GM's wife had run off together. Well, you didn't see that coming, did you? What a twist. Fucking hell. Why did they kill the guild? What's the point in that? What's the purpose of killing the guild as well? Like, what? But before that, they decided to delete all of mine and the GM's gear as a distraction for them eloping. Oh, right. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm going to be totally honest with you, and this is... I'm not making this up. I was, in fact, more upset about losing my gear than the fact that Cooper ran across the country. Says a lot about the quality of our relationship at the time. Look, I don't care that you've run off. But really? My Nax gear, bro? I mean, come on. To be fair, Cooper found me on Facebook years later and apologized. He ended up marrying that woman and they have 2 cute kids. I wish nothing but the best for them, but I'm still bitter about the fact that I lost my gear. Did you not get it back? Old school Blizzard was a bit of a pain in the ass with that stuff, to be honest. Shortly after, I met someone. Fletch got married, had 2 kids, and refused to play World of Warcraft. Fletch really wanted to start playing WoW with me. I told him no. I get sucked in. I become addicted. I don't want that. Besides, Blizzard has put pandas in it. So what? Why did everybody hate the pandas? But he was relentless. After his constant begging, I conceded. And we joined World of Warcraft right before Siege of Orgrimmar came out. We went to my old server because I still had some friends on there that played. And all was well for a time. We eventually joined the Floor Inspectors and began to raid a bit. Nothing like I was used to, but it was fun and things died. Fletch ended up fishing and picking flowers the whole time because the raid leader commented that his damage was just bad early in Siege of Orgrimmar. Drama started happening, though, in the Floor Inspectors towards the middle of Warlords of Draenor. The GM had a fiancé named Cryo. Cryo tended to be very flirty and started grouping a lot with this other guy, Carrington, that was in a different guild. The GM asked me to start hanging out with Cryo more to see if he needed to worry about Carrington. Oh, you became a spy? Okay. I didn't mind because he played a tank and that meant I got into groups faster when I hung out with them. I also pointed out that Cryo knew that I was good friends with the GM, so would more than likely not do anything strange in front of me, which he didn't. Eventually, Carrington joined us and started raiding with us, and I heard his voice in vent for the first time. No, he wasn't a magician, neither was he a paleontologist. He was not recruited by the Marines for spec ops, and he did not fly helicopters. But I'm not going to lie, his voice made my legs shake. Nice. But I was married. I was a married woman with 2 children. This is the real Gianluca. This is the shit. This is the real Gianluca. I didn't have enough energy to deal with the drama of an affair. What does that mean? You know what? Honestly, if I wasn't so tired, I would absolutely fuck you. But I got nappies to change, you know? I'm busy. During the first raid that Carrington was in with us, I got a message in the ping from him. Is Cryo dating the Guildmaster? Yeah, they're engaged. Oh. Hmm. It turns out, with all the months they'd been playing together, Carrington had no idea that she was in a relationship. He was just trying to get close with the guild to poach players for his guild, which he did successfully because our guild fell apart shortly after he joined. And I finished off WoD and started Legion with his guild. You got poached as well. As Emerald Nightmare opened, real life started happening and I had to quit World of Warcraft. My oldest daughter got cancer. Oh, I hope that works out. Let us know. I was in the middle of a divorce from Fletch because the arsehat was cheating on me. Oh my god. And my kidneys decided to start failing. That's a paragraph right there. You just hit... I mean, that was Miley Cyrus coming through the wall on a wrecking ball. That's what that paragraph was right there. That one paragraph had an affair, cancer, and failing kidneys. Damn. That was a lot. Let's move forward. A shitstorm of epic proportions. I remained friends with a few people on Facebook and received texts occasionally from guildmates checking in on me. And one of those texts, wouldn't you know it, came from Carrington. Carrington texted me after I had gotten off a horrible phone call with my daughter's oncologist while I was in the waiting room waiting for my mother to get out of surgery. Your mother's in surgery as well? What is going on? What happened? I ended up word vomiting everything to Carrington and having a good conversation that made me feel better at the end. Carrington started texting me regularly and checking on how I was doing. He eventually started pushing me to return to World of Warcraft because, of course, there is no greater stress reliever in this game than killing bosses. A few weeks later, I received another text from Carrington saying he had gifted enough money to my Battle.net to pay for 3 months and that I needed to get on so that we could start gearing up my character because you know what? The Nighthold was coming out in just a few months. Okay, we have a good... Okay, thank God. We have a good ending. Simp. Of course, that's immediately where you guys go. Simpimus Maximus. That's immediately where you guys go. It has been 4.5 years since that text message, and I am sat at my computer typing out this story to you. Carrington, with that voice that makes those legs shake, is making cinnamon rolls for breakfast. My 2 healthy girls are arguing over who gets to choose what to watch on the television, and we celebrate our 2-year wedding anniversary next month. I found out 2 days ago that I am pregnant again. Carrington firing rockets! Boom, son! Carrington doesn't know yet, but we listen to Drama Time religiously. What? No, you can't do that! Ah! What? Congratulations! You're having a baby! Again! Times 3! You can't do that to me! Congratulations! You used me! You played me like a fiddle, but I'm into it. I like it. Got him! Congratulations! Congratulations! Surprise! Oh, man. There better be cuddles going on. I like it. That's a bomb drop. You made me all red. I didn't see that coming. You walked me into it. Very happy for you. I hope you're very happy. And make some cinnamon rolls for us, too. A side note, if you don't read this story, I will tell him in a couple of weeks. I promise not just to surprise him with a random baby one day. That's true. What if Bex didn't catch this story? Well done, Bex, again. That's 2 for today. That's 2 for you. A side note, too. 3 years ago, I like the idea that you were just steadily growing with pregnancy, waiting for us to read the drama story. Like any Friday now. Any Friday now, that's going to happen. You just wait. It's coming. It's coming. I'll send it again. I'll send it in again in case they missed it. It's all good. Side note 2. 3 years ago, I was talking to Carrington's mother about the time he kicked her out of a raid for low DPS. When he was an officer of an Alliance guild. Came to find out Carrington was the officer that didn't like me. What? Carrington is the officer that did not like me from the AMZ killers. He was such a jealous scrub who couldn't clear Karazhan. Well, that was all over. Utter congratulations from me and all of us here on the new child. You have to name it Carrington now, right? Or Gianluca. Name the child Gianluca. You should. Legs shaking. You know what I mean? You need to. That's the rules, right, guys? That's the rules. Baby Gianluca is what is required. Especially if it's a girl. We can modify it a little bit. We can modify it a little bit. So, super congratulations. That does bring us to the end of drama. I'm not following that bombshell up with a 5-minute short story. That's not happening. My God, what a day. We went from feminism to newborn children in just under an hour. That's drama time for you. That's drama time for you. Lifetime VIP. Yes, indeed. Lifetime VIP, whoever you are. What a day. What an absolute day. I'm wiped out. I'm absolutely wiped out. My God. From all of us here at PG and for everyone else, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Congratulations once again to both of you. I'm glad the girls are healthy as well. Let's not forget that. Cancer is like the worst. So super happy that that worked out as well. I hope your mother's fine as well. I hope your kidneys are fine. You've taken me on an absolute journey. Persap? Where? Mike, she's here. She's here. Wait. She's here. Persap. Wait, we're on it. Nailed it. Congratulations, Persap. Big rats at Persap. There we go. We nailed it. Yay. We're all good. We found it. We got there. Congratulations. And what a wild ride that you took us on today. And we had fun with it. We had fun. We totally had fun. Oh, man. I'm wiped out. Good luck on changing nappies again for the 3rd time. I don't know how you're going to do it. I'm not doing that for the 3rd time. That is not happening unless I change my mind. You know, I've reserved the right. Congratulations, everybody. I'm going to love you and leave you. It's been a week of weeks. We've done so much. We've just had the blast, an absolute blast. Old School Stories going up tonight for our Friday feature. It's been awesome. I'll see you on Monday, my friends. I'll see you on Monday. Bye, everybody. Whew. Oh, I need to sleep.